Miss Claudine, paano ko po ba malalaman kung magkano yung maximum na pwede kong i-loan? Simple lang yan. Karamihan or majority ng lenders, banks, like for example, BDO or BPI, or kahit si Pag-ibig, karamihan sila kanila, ang basis nila is that 30% ng income, net income salary mo, monthly income salary mo, yun yung pwedeng maging monthly amortization mo. So, it shouldn't be lower than more than 30%. So, ang ginagawa nila, they will check your payslip or kumbaga yun sa income tax mo. Doon sila magbe-base. So, 30%, i-calculate mo lang kung ang monthly salary mo is, let's say, 100,000. So, kunin mo lang yung 30% nun. So, yun yung equivalent na pwede mong ibayad monthly amortization ng monthly amortization mo. So, pumunta ka sa calculator nila sa website or sa Pag-ibig, meron silang mga, or sa BDO, meron silang mortgage calculator or loan calculator. Input mo lang yung monthly income mo, and then makikita mo na kung magkano yung maximum na pwede mong i-loan. So, pwede yan sa personal loan or pwede rin sa home loan. So, yun. Simple lang naman talaga. Madali lang. So, dun mo makikita. Kasi hindi ka nila papauhiraman ng monthly amortization na 100 plus kung ang monthly income mo is 100 plus. So, hindi ka rin nila papahiraman ng 50,000 yung monthly amortization mo kung ang sahod mo is 100 plus. So, 30% lang dapat. Huwag ka nang sumobra doon. Yun ang basis mo. I don't know if my other bank pa na mag-tolerate ng up to 40%, but I don't think so. But majority of lenders definitely is 30%. And yung mga mas lower end na bangko, I'm sure, ang ginagawa nila, siguro 25. And then, I notice, and then also, yung 25%. Tapos, kung magre-release ka naman ng equity sa kanila, naku, wag kang gagamit. Especially si Maybank, masyadong mababa yung pag-evaluate ng property. So, ayun lang. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. So, ganun lang naman. So, bago ka mag-start na maghanap ng bibilhin mong property, whether kung gagamitin mo ba yan as your end user or titirhan mo ba yan, or ipapaupa mo, kasi sa Pilipinas wala namang restriction kung ipapaupa mo yan eh. Ano lang, calculate mo lang yung sahod mo, and then you can start looking what kung ano yung mabibili nung pwede kang ma-approve. So, siguraduhin mo lang na kung meron ka ng existing loan naman pala, kung meron ka ng existing loan, i-add mo lang yan, i-deduct mo lang yan dun sa monthly, sa 30%, na monthly 30% mo. So, let's say may utang ka na binabayaran, personal loan ka na binabayaran ng, let's say, 10,000. Pero ang 35% ng salary mo is, let's say, yung 100,000 na sinabi ko ngayon, kanina, is 35,000, 30%. So then, kung 10,000 lang yung monthly amortization mo doon sa personal loan mo, then meron ka pang 15,000 na pwedeng magamit towards the new loan. So, yun. So, kailangan, makalculate mo yun at ganyan, calculate si bangko or si lender kung magkano yung pwede nilang ibigay sa'yo as maximum loan. So, sana may natutunan ka, and if you do, please do share my other video and i-check mo din yung other videos ko kung ikaw ay nagbabalak naman na mag-invest sa Pilipinas kahit nasaan ka pang lupalop ng mundo. I'll make things possible for you kasi ako, I'm a property investor sa Pilipinas. I've been living abroad since nagsimula ako. I was in Hong Kong. Tsaka now nandito ako sa Ireland, I'm still able to manage those property and I'm still able to buy kahit wala ako doon. So, kung gusto mong matuto ng rental investment or gusto mong magkaroon ng passive income or gusto mo man maging financially independent or whatever your goal is ngayong 2025, I highly suggest na get a mentor. Try to network with people who are investing, especially in the Philippines kung yan yung gusto mo, and then because you will save a lot of money, kasi may eliminate mo na yung magiging pwedeng risk factors like magiging mistakes mo that would cost you a lot of money. So if you're new to my channel, I offer consultation for 1 hour. I do charge money for 4,500, but yung consultation naman na yun, malalaman nyo na lahat yung mga tanong nyo, lahat ng concerns nyo regarding sa property. If you look at my other videos, I shared some of the review. Meron yung client na isa na muntik na siyang bibili ng property na walang titulo, and sinasabi sa kanya na siya na yung magiging mother title, and I give her the best advice, and I told her, and she was very delighted to know all the details that the risk factor na magiging issue sa kanya, especially she's living abroad, so she was very very happy. And yeah, so if you're in a position that you really wanted to start your rental investment but then you don't know how, I highly suggest to get a mentor. So I offer mentorship, one-on-one mentorship din. I've done it last year with 10 students. One-on-one is much better kasi mas mapabilis yung rental investment goal nyo, at saka mas mapabilis yung pagbili nyo, at saka ma-eliminate nyo na lahat yung mga pwedeng maging issue, because with me, I can properly guide you and make sure that what you're buying is definitely a worth and cash flowing asset. So if you are interested, please feel free to send me an email at claudinedgallagher@gmail.com, and we can meet up in Google Meet. Just send me and schedule a consultation. If you want to know more about my mentorship, we can discuss it later during the consultation as well. So yeah, I look forward to meeting you, and best of luck on your day today, February 6th, so 2025. So I hope this year is the right year for you to start your rental investment, and I'll be very delighted to help you na makapag-start ka rin ng rental investment mo, para pag natutunan mo na, pwede mo din i-share sa iba para lahat tayo successful. So thank you for your time for watching, and please do check my other channel, other videos as well. Bye for now.